Hi and welcome to Orpanimi. This is Saratova Best. Okay, so we are in the week of Yom Kippur. So what's on the menu for Erev Yom Kippur? Kreplach. And for Yom Kippur, what's on the menu? Hopefully, seeing God face to face, tasting, smelling, experiencing, resonating with God face to face. Only this time, if that's on the menu, we're not planning to do a repeat of what they did throughout all of history, which was a one-time experience. Yom Kippur is all about, I can dance through the whole thing. This is going to be joyous. This could be forever. Seeing God face to face, and it lasts forever. It doesn't lose the taste. That's what we're capable of on Yom Kippur. So here's the thing. Of course we know, this sounds really lofty. I mean, you could say, you're probably all thinking, do I do that? And you're embarrassed you don't do that. We're all in the same boat. So here's the thing. We really want to talk about 8. But I'm saying about Yom Kippur, I'm going to postulate that what was possible until now is already old stuff. What was possible is physically you're just thinking, how many more hours, do I need to rest, why don't I sleep through it? And your soul, your body's saying, how many more hours to this fast? And your soul is saying, thank God she doesn't distract me with her pizza and French fries, and I can finally get there. So, sounds amazing, right? It's you, it's me, we want to feel it. So the incredible thing is, we're in the time of 8. We just finished a wonderful weekend, actually 14 hours with Rabbi Wolf, and he spoke in 4 different places, and it was great, thank God, and he taught us a lot of things. And of course, one of the concepts that's fresh, hot off the press, that I'm going to expand on, is the idea of walking through the door, entering the world of 8. What does that mean? Because we just finished a decade. If you listen to his shiurim, you'll know we just finished a decade of 770. And from the year 1940, 5700, we went through all those sevens. And now we're into, but we finished 5770, 771, etc. And now, boom, 5780. It's no longer 770 year. It's 780. It's the world of 8. And what's the novelty about the world of 8? And again, for us as women, because you don't need to listen to me say this, you can just listen to him. He says it more eloquently. The novelty is, I would say the following. Of course, 7 is preparing the world for Mashiach, and 8 is above nature. Hanukkah, Sukkot, that reality above nature. So, what does that all mean for me here, sitting on my porch with the traffic behind me? What does that all mean? To me, it means the following. And this is my armchair. I wish I could show you my armchair. This is my little armchair thought. I can't promise it's based on sources. This is my feminine thought. And when you're a woman, you're allowed to get away with this stuff. If you're a man sitting in the base medrash, they give you a hard time. Yeah, where does it say? But if you're a woman, you're allowed to do this stuff because we're 8-ish type of people, right? They're 6 and 7 type of people, and we're 8-ish type of people. We're outside of the world anyway. We don't really, we're kind of woo-woo anyway, so we get away with this stuff. So here we go. If this decade of 8 is being ushered in, my thought is, what's 8? It's not linear. It's a reality above nature. You know what that feels like? I'm gonna say, fasten your seatbelts. Do you ever go to the amusement park after age 40 with your children? And they, you watch the kids, they go on these rides round and round and round, and they'll go again and again and again. And you just like, it's so scary. It's going faster than you can bear, and it's just going round and round, and they're twirling. they're twirling these rides like, and you're saying, stop, 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 please let me off, and you can't get off. It's just going too fast and too intensely, and you just feel like, get me out of here, get me out of here. So let's say that one of the reasons we want to attune our energy and make ourselves vessels for this reality of 8, which is here anyway, Mazel Tov, Rosh Hashanah came, we're in. There's no thinking about it anymore. We're in the door. We want to be vessels for that light so that it goes smoothly, rather than us resisting it and saying, oh my goodness, this is going too fast for me, this is too scary, this is slow down, let me off the ride. I don't want to be let off the ride. You know what? The ride of the decade of 8 is the fast track to get us to Mashiach, and it's already too slow for us, right? Getting to Mashiach, as we always say, it's too slow. So we need the fast track. We want the fast track, but I want to be able to deal with the fast track. You know, I once went on Mivtzoyim, and I was taking a table with me. I was driving one of those old station wagons, and when I was there, I was going up New York Avenue, and all of a sudden the brakes didn't work, and the car was just speeding ahead. I was so terrified. I didn't know what to do. I had put the table between the seats, and a thought in me said, just jump out of the car. Just save your life. Jump out of the car. That's how scary it was. And then all of a sudden I looked down and I realized that the folding table was pressing on the accelerator pedal. What I needed to do was just move the table, and I was back to being safe. So that's what I'm talking about. We want to be in the world of 8 as we are, and we are, but we want to be in sync with it. In sync. So if it's all about above nature, it's not linear. Let's get used to not needing things to be linear. After all, God is running the world. He knows us. He makes us. He knows that we don't do too well with things that are too out of the box. He's going to take care of it. He's going to take me and you and you and you and you on this 8 journey. And if I work with him, he's going to make me be able to do it. So, I know I've said a lot of blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? This is my thought. In the world of 7 is Shabbos. You first have to go through the whole week to get to Shabbos. To me, that represents the kind of energy in which, let's say you have a table full of food, and you're thinking, how do I clean up and put everything away? Oh, I have to put the lids on the containers and put this. It's so many steps. You're just exhausted thinking about it. And at some point, you throw up your hands and you say, Hashem, or something bigger. You know, you have a project to do that's just totally overwhelming. So that's the 6. I have to do every detail. I have to do every detail. It is more than I can handle. So many billions of details, more than I can handle, right? Can we relate to it? Just, you know, if something goes wrong with your phone and you don't have anybody to fix it, you're just like, I can't. Like, just buy me a new phone. You can't, we don't even have the energy to deal with our phones anymore. So what do? From the world of 6, where there's so much to do and it's all on me, we raise our hands to heaven and we say, Hashem, please help us. 7. From 6, I have all this stuff to do, to 7, Hashem, please help us. A Shabbos reality. And if we're in good shape, we believe that Hashem will help us. There you go. The world of 7. As Rabbi Wolf said, we spent 70 years in this world of 7, preparing the world for Mashiach and believing that Hashem is going to help us in all the difficulties that are going on. Right? That's why I turned my back so you can see all the traffic, all the nuts, the craziness going on. So what's the world of 8? I believe, it's my thought, that in the world of 8, it's no longer me saying I have so much to do, it's overwhelming, I can't, Hashem, I know you'll help me. No. That's like, that's been there, done that. That's like last millennium stuff. Come on, like, the number 8 is, I realize, I don't ask Hashem for help anymore because I find it so overwhelming. In the world of 8, I realize Hashem is doing the whole job. I ask him if he needs my help. I wake up every morning and say, God, good morning. I notice that you're taking care of everything. Is there something you would like me to do? And maybe pretty quickly I'll get a message like, spill out your Nagelwasser, and then I want you to, and say brachas right away and do this and answer your emails and. Okay. In other words, I'm just asking for instructions. I'm not running the world anymore and asking for help. No. That was 7. The world is being run fully by God, and it suddenly, the penny dropped. I figured it out. Oh my goodness. I don't have to worry. God is doing the whole thing. I'll see if he needs help. Probably he will. And every moment he needs a different kind of, or decides he wants help from me. That's the difference between 7 and 8. So what? If I take that approach, I can try it. We can all try it and see, how are we doing in this new decade that's just a couple of days old? Do we find that we're syncing up with it? Or does it cause us to resist more? And I'll tell you the truth. I tried it Erev Rosh Hashanah. When I was going to go into my regular, how am I going to manage it? I realized I don't have to manage. God's doing the whole thing. He's doing the cooking and he's doing the whole thing. So I asked him from time to time, is there something I can do to help? I was given a lot of jobs to help, but it was an entirely different thing. Because as long as I'm still in the 7 mode, it worked in the past decade, past 70 years, past 5,779 years, it worked. That was the thing. You knew you're doing the job. Ain't gonna work on Saturday. It's not gonna work anymore. We have officially entered the era of it ain't gonna work on Saturday, meaning we are now really, this ain't gonna work on Hanukkah. We have now officially entered the out-of-the-box miracle zone in which we're not preparing for Mashiach, we're walking through it. We're starting to get used to the reality. Everything is vastly different. And we want to take advantage of it and be the leaders in it. Why would we want to be those who are just, when we can be the leaders, the Wegweisers, the ones who show in a very solid, calm way how to get there. Now, ladies, I'll sum it all up with this. If you don't believe me, try it. This is just the first of a series of videos on this. Try it and see. Try the old way. Try thinking that you have to do it all and you have to ask Hashem for help. And see if life just flows. And then try it the other way. Realize that, wait a minute, I don't have to do anything. God's running the whole thing. We're in the 8 energy. We're in the Hanukkah energy. We're in the out of nature energy. We're no longer so relying on these laws of nature. I'll help him. Try that way. See which one works better. And then get back to me, please. And then we can put together all of our collective experiences and we'll come to a conclusion whether to do it the old way or the new way. I have a suspicion we might all come up with a decision to do it with the new way. Wishing everybody a Gemar Chasima Taiva. It should be the most miraculous year, God running the world, me sitting back and relaxing and helping him along, that has ever been before in history. And we should all dance through this Yom Kippur to the Gula Mitzvah Shlema, seeing God face to face. Hi there, Hashem. We're here to get some good stuff done. We're here to lead the world into an amazing, miraculous way. We're ready. Mar Chasima Taiva, good Gebench.